Hey guys, reading time. How is everyone? Welcome. Alrighty. Right collective, Phoenix energy. Phoenix energy. I feel this collective, you're really, in tune with your emotions or really starting to get the hang of being in tune with your emotions. I did see my Eight of Swords in reverse, releasing the anxiety and the fears, really trusting in your intuition. I feel like this collective, you're going through a release. You could have been feeling very disconnected lately, even. But let's get into it. So I'm going to use one of my new decks. I got a couple of new decks I want to use, so we're gonna do this with you guys. All right. So this is my what deck is this actually? This is my my Loom of Unknown deck. So this is the deck I got. I think I got it off Etsy. It's by Ingraviva, but the box is beautiful. So like literally you have it like this. I love this, and you have it with a little manual and a little QR code. But if anybody wants to purchase this, you can find it on Etsy. But we're gonna use these. I want to see what's your energy, just to confirm this collective. Let's see. What is the energy, the collective's energy currently? Collective's energy currently. I like them. They're plasticky, but I like it. They're not hard to use. All right. What is this collective's energy? Confirm, please. Literally possibilities. So collective, you are no longer sitting in impossibility or in limiting beliefs. You're an energy of openness, hope. You're inviting. It's very nice. You could have actually had an opportunity come to your table. I saw that door, like maybe someone knocking on that door. 32. Let's see. Okay, let's get a couple more and we'll see the energy. Oh my God, absolutely. Stop it. Look at that. Trusting, believing, accepting, optimism. Do not make these fit, guys. Literally, you have 32, 33, 31, and 13. And 3. 3s could be significant. 3 is expansion. 3, and I'm hearing 12, 12 immediately. All right, right collective. You are in possibility. I am possible mode. There's this illumination. There's a clarity coming over you. And literally, as I'm saying it, Mercury opposition Uranus, crap. It went away. I had my Astrobella come, have a little notification. But right collective, you could be getting a couple of tests in your 3D right now having to do with mirroring energy. I do feel like there is some energy that you could be, or energies you're absorbing at the time, and maybe even realizing in the moment that, oh my God, so this is this person I'm absorbing right now, and really just releasing it and just, centering yourself. But you are going through an identity, not identity change, but the removal of the identity you created was what I was hearing through your truth and your self-awareness. And also you could be getting, certain magical abilities that you're starting to really, flourish within you. Magic, intuition, messages, certain patterns that you're realizing as well. Even, how certain emotions can create, or I wanted to say create habits actually, because of a certain emotion, a certain habit is created to cope with that emotion. But I feel this collective, you're getting epiphanies with it. You're seeing the signs, the synchronicities, you're being guided, and you're following that guidance is what I feel. Let's get one more. Liberation. Beautiful. So another one having to do with optimism, but embracing change. I love this. Love it. All right, let's confirm these. Right, collective, if this is not your energy, if you're still in that, you know, and it's not that's anything wrong, but if you're still a little bit in that negative mindset, this isn't your collective. I feel this collective, you're really looking forward. If anything, you're just releasing all of that negativity, and even when it's like appearing out of nowhere, it's like, you know what, I just release this with love and light. This collective, you are no longer burdened by the ones that you're not supposed to carry. Possibility. So you could have actually gone through maybe, you know, a release of guilt as well, is what I'm hearing. Maybe in the past with certain decisions, you would have maybe been a little bit in that whirlwind, mindset wise. If, oh, should I have done this, or should I have done that, or maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have, you know what I mean? This collective, I feel like you're out of that, or in the transition of literally, really, I would say you're out of that literally, because like the beginning and the end of this first row are positive energy. This is the energy you are embodying right now. All right, possibilities, invitation, openness, and also it could be that I did hear communication in the beginning of the reading. I just didn't want to say it first, but it kind of confirms it. Beautiful. Awakening, blooming, radiance, devotion, collective. You guys, there is no limit that can stop you guys anymore. Unlimited. Unlimited. Oh, dear Lord. So under enlightenment, vision, inspiration, transition, confirmation, transitioning, change, you're going through the passage. And also what I was feeling, because I did hear that Two of Swords, you could be currently in a crossroads right now. So there's a reason why this collective, you could be so in tune with your emotions right now. There's clearly an opportunity that is about to present itself that maybe you are going to be feeling at a crossroads. Mystery, something that is hidden that you haven't been seeing, but working on your independence and your perception as well. All right, so let's get this mirror. What is this collective self-aware about? The sign. Self-awareness with the connection with the infinite oneness. Collective, you are focused on your inner union. Could be putting certain boundaries, really freeing yourself from literally what that identity you created. As I was saying it before, that's amazing. You could be coming into a world energy right now. Raven. Rebirth. So rebirth with your magic, and another one having to do with transition, but going through beginnings. So from the moth to the butterfly. Beautiful. Literally transforming into the magic of who you are. Literally. Removing the patterns, seeing the guidance that you have within. That is amazing. Through forgiveness, release, confirmation, compassion. So what you're liberating yourself from is the mundane, the 3D, the vanity of it, the how am I being perceived? I don't care how I'm being perceived. I just want to see myself how I want to see myself. Who cares what other people think? But you're embracing change through the change of your perception as well. This is about perception. And you have 2 mirror cards. So confirmation, this collective, you could be getting a lot of mirrored lessons right now, which you are ticking off, I would like to say. Prosperity. This is the energy you're in. Wealth, success, benefits. You could have found a key, but I see this as I'm seeing this as my Ace of Wands, you know, a new passion for love and life, finding inspiration, really holding that vision. This is beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful. Alrighty. Hold on. Let's get it. in that stillness, and now you're maybe because you're kind of like feeling the winds of change per se. um you could be a little bit unsettled right now because of it. But number 3 also expansion, and you guys got a bunch of 3s, so you could be seeing a lot of 3 which is destiny. So she is powerful. Her heart is full of compassion, unconditional love, and patience. And that's what I was saying. So I feel like maybe this collective, you've just started to feel part of your shadow. If you've been working through patience, maybe you've been starting to feel impatience, or you've been starting to feel a little bit anxious. Even though I do feel like I saw that 8 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're releasing that. And there's a reason why I said you could be absorbing. I do feel this collective, there's something about patience that is maybe igniting some emotions right now. There's a reason why you're so connected right now, really wanting to understand your emotions. But she sits in stillness, in full trust in divine guidance, and she receives, and which is literally what you're going through right now. She is creative, sensual, artistic, and free. When the energy is distorted, she can become needy, dramatic, or manipulative. She gives, and that could be part of your shadow that you're removing right now, the limitations. She gives away her power and authenticity to please others or to avoid judgment. Her expectations and insecurities enable codependency and validation seeking. This card is asking you to examine your feminine. Let's get one more. And goddess energy. So where you're healing feminine energy, you are embodying, because it's literally like the transition. You're going through healing of more feminine energy to embody that goddess energy, that divine feminine energy. So goddess archetypes exist in all of us. They help us activate and embody powerful energies and gifts that reside within. This card invites you to explore the fascinating world of female archetypes and work with them to fully open and surrender to your powers. The Raven. So what goddess resonates with you most at this time? Unconditional love of Mother Mary, compassion of Kuan Yin, fierceness of Kali, or perhaps beauty and sensuality of Venus. Work with her energy, work with her magic. Pray to her to guide you and empower you. Remember, she is you. As feminine, you are creation. You are anything you want to be. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is the first time I use this deck actually, but this is absolutely beautiful. Look at this, look at the artwork. That's actually her. This is the creator. She's beautiful. She has I'll post her channel as well. She's really good. Alrighty. So before I begin to see what else is around your energy, I kind of want to see what your focus is currently. I just want to confirm what your focus is, and then we will go ahead and get that oracle deck and see what's around, what's being ignited in your contract even. And then we'll see how this unfolds. How does this unfold? Alrighty, what is this beautiful collective currently focused on? And literally, as I was saying, the freaking Kundalini came out. So you could be really actually going through another awakening, which is very exciting. I feel like this awakening, maybe it isn't as heavy as before, but I feel this collective, you're really trying to focus on balancing your energy points as well. That for that to be their first focus, that's pretty magical and powerful. Okay, so you could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but also confirming what I said, focusing on your emotions. Okay. Stop it. You got Kundalini, the water sign, which again, as I said, emotion, letting go of ex situations and mindsets. Yes, you do have a little bit of a focus of someone or, a situation where you felt ghosted. I feel like this is part of that shadow that maybe is coming up. And remember, you're having the mirror energy. So we'll see what confirms this, but I feel like this is more what you're letting go even. And literally, inner union, you had the initial union and inner union. And confirmation, what I said before, this collective inner union is your soul focus right now. And there's something that maybe is having to do with that initial union with someone, with a divine or whoever it was you had initial union with. I didn't want to put a label, so maybe this collective also, you're trying to release that, you know, the label of it all. There's something having to do with that initial union that is really making you focus on your inner union. You know what I mean? It's like the pennies are dropping, and literally you had it with the enlightenment with that first deck. All right, let's confirm these. Let's confirm these. Kundalini. Please do not make this reading fit. I beg of you guys, do not make this reading fit. Right, collective? I feel like you wouldn't even be watching readings. Our guide through healing, our guide of healers as well, but through this Kundalini collective, healing your heart space. And it makes sense with that inner union and that initial union. This is your focus right now. If this is not your focus, healing your heart, healing and really connecting with your healing powers, your magic, your raven energy, not your collective. And it's okay. Everyone has their own time. That's part of the patience as well. You do have incoming communication, but I feel like that's something that, you know, I really didn't even want to see. I feel like that's something that you guys aren't really focused on. Even though the ghosted is here, I feel like this is more what's being removed, or you're trying to remove. Understanding, focus, your emotions, the explosion of your emotions and how you act and how it... Confirmation. Confirmation. This collective. Your main focus is being connected with yourself and the universe. Letting go. So this is what you're do not make it fit. This is, and there's a reason why I said that label. Maybe for a very long time you were, you know, tied to that label or tied to, you know, that whatever emotional tie you had with this person, and you did get the attachments. It's the attachment of it is what I feel. Could be going through detachment, literally. Yes, we do have unconditional love, but also I feel like, and you did get the boundaries, so it's maybe understanding also that unconditional love does not mean, you know, permitting everything. It just, it means being an understanding for others' actions and, you know, their own shadow, but not enabling it either. Just, yes, not being judgmental, but also, firstly and foremost, giving you, yourself, the love you deserve and you've been working so hard to give. You know what I mean? I feel this collective, you don't even know. It's like, it's weird because for like on one side I feel like there's this such a connection with your emotions, but at the same time you have no idea what is about to happen next, and I feel like that could be also kind of like stirring up things within you. You know what I mean? Ghosted. You could have communicated, or maybe you even ghosted this person with this communication, or maybe you're just like kind of, I want one more of that. I'm seeing that denial card with it. Mirroring. So this person could have felt ghosted by you too. This is the focus though of this collective. So I am hearing what I said before about that, you know, this collective kind of like not wanting that communication more if you're in that letting go of that person that for so long you've been wanting that communication. You know what I mean? I want one more for this. Kind of feel like maybe you feel like this, this is, you know, both of your energies. You're both kind of like not avoiding, but a little bit avoiding this person or avoiding each other. Or I feel this person could be really heavily on your... We're going to have to tap into that. If it's coming out, we're going to have to tap into it. Love yourself in union. Let's just finish. Confirmation. Confirmation. Connection. This collective, your main focus is your connection with your emotion and your spirit guides, and just releasing what no longer serves you. You are focused on this awakening in this new adventure, or this new journey of this soul and this your heart chakra being healed. There's just this release of this collective. I want one more. I want one more, but I will be tapping into this. I want to see what's going on there. Maybe you're seeing this person as a karmic. Just a big fat lesson. Just a big fat lesson. Hold on. Kind of quickly. I wanted to just focus on you guys. I kind of quickly want to get these. I want to see the situation. I want to see this connection. This is a yin and yang one. I'll list everything below. I want to see this connection. The energy of the person connected to this collective currently. The energy of this person connected to this collective currently. Wow. The web of light. So certain truths. This is like wanting to... The truth is being hidden weight. And this is yes, but deception surrounds this. So let's get a couple more. The choice is yours. Move forward. You have a lot of it. Now is the perfect time. Whoa. This could be them. They could be 27. You guys could be 27. This could be them kind of like in that crossroads. I did hear crossroads for them. For you guys. Well, for the energy. It could be them, kind of like being faced with their own deception, their own mask. Or this collective, now you're in that, really embracing the change and really embracing the mask that appears to go ahead and heal it. I want one more for this. You did get the mirrors, and you got a lot of mirrors before as well. So whatever this collective is going through within your lessons, this person is going through it as well. This connection is the sign. So the lies, the deception, the mask of it. There's something being divinely guided for this person. The soulmate signal. Of course, your contract is activated with this person. I'm not even feeling like putting it like this. I feel like this person is literally like, what do I do? And divine has a hold of that. It's not even like it is free will, but at the same time, I feel like it's not free will. You know what I mean? So many yes came out. So this is what you seek is a reflection of you. Literally confirmation, literally what they're going through. And you guys. The mirror effect. You will not believe what is on the bottom. The twin flame test. Yes, but challenges may arise. I'm seeing my challenges card with that purple deck. I feel there is communication. The negotiation within ask for more. Yes, you'll get it. So they themselves are in a crossroads. Hold on. Oh, dear Lord. I'm getting hot as I'm speaking. So nervousness. Hold on. Let's get the universe's perspective of the energy of this connection. Energy of this connection. Energy surrounds it. Literally, how it came. The twin flames, confirmation, divine connection. But this is about the union, the balance of the yin and yang. It's so funny because I literally, oh my God. Do you see this? This literally fell over here. And you guys got that in, you know, you can feel it. You can feel it. That's because of the connection you have with yourself, with your emotions. All right, hold on. Let's keep going. One more. This is good. You got the ascending, transcending the obstacles, and there's the this is not bad energy, guys. They are going through, there is reminiscing. You guys did get that nostalgia, that, you know, the memories and stuff. There is energy of transcending the obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. You have the date, you have the love call. I am not, and it makes sense with the detachment. I feel like this collective you're going through with that 3D aspect, with that, you know, the when is this arriving, the patience of it all and everything. This is not bad energy. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. This could be a now. This could be a now energy. 4. Fire sign, but 4 days. Next 4 days. Next 4 days for this collective. What is around this collective? Next 4 days. What is coming? Confirmation. What did I say? I saw this sign. This is about working on your inner healing. I feel this collective, you're not, it's going to be kind of like challenge acceptance on working on that healing. Earth sign, but grounding as well. You could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These could have maybe taken years for this to come in as well. Guided. Again, there could be certain health issues arising, and I feel like that's what currently going on with this collective. Maybe that's also what's keeping you so attentive to your emotions and, you know, even your thought pattern. I feel like this collective, you're kind of like in that prepared for anything mode, but not in a bad way, in more of a awareness kind of way. I feel this collective, even with this challenges, you've been making the decision of working on your inner healing. Someone you felt used by, or even someone you felt they were, you know, too full of themselves, or narcissistic traits even. I really hope this isn't how you're seeing this collective, this person now. You are, I feel like you could be seeing them as a karmic connection. And maybe that's why you're like kind of like not wanting this reunion, kind of like detaching from the reunion was what I feel. I want one more for that, because that kind of like doesn't really depict this energy. Open your heart. It will help you attract more love. They could be changing. They could be transforming like this, and something that has required a lot of patience. This does say just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. There's a reason why patience came out for this collective again as well. Mercury retrograde. There it is. You've had communications issues. It's been hard to ground communication as well, clearly, but under review right now. You could have had a honeymoon phase, shorter-lived romance challenges. Confirmation. This does say trust in your intuition, because the red flags will come and bite you when you're behind, but and you know what I'm hearing with that, because I feel like, as I said before, this collective, it's not like you're in denial, but it's kind of like you're good where you're at right now, and you're so focused in your inner healing and in yourself that you don't want anything that will, you know, be a distraction for that. You know what I mean? And with this, I literally feel this collective, it's what you're going to feel like following your intuition is to choose yourself, is to choose, you know, to choose yourself and working on that more of that inner healing. And I feel that that itself could be a little bit of a detriment, or even a little, not a red flag, but it could be kind of like a little bit of a blind spot for this collective, if it was that this person is coming in a evolved way. You know what I mean? Health. could have a confession on the way. Maybe about certain health issues that maybe this... Literally the star on the bottom, something that is going to help you heal. It's an alignment. But hope, I feel like this person is wanting to gain hope, but let's see. You got the King of Wands. So this came out like this, actually. There's a reason why I'm needing to do that. It could be the other way around, though, as well. But hold on. So you got the King of Wands. I feel like this is what's being shown in this person's 3D, what they need to work through. Their lack of experience or the lack of energy that they have with the environment that they hold. That controlling energy that they themselves embody instead of letting everything flow. Where this collective, you're more in that energy of wanting to let everything flow. They could be currently isolated. This is like, okay, so the way I'm seeing this, hold on, because I need one more for this. I need one more for that. I feel like that's something. Their own magnetism, their visions, they themselves being confident and courageous and being energetic, where before they were feeling the lack of energy. I feel, and you guys got the pairing. I feel this person could be isolating. They could be going within. It makes sense with both of these. So if this came out, this first one and then this one, I would see this as they are themselves taking that leap of faith of going within and really recalibrating and taking the time to heal. The Challenges card. I do feel this person could be kind of like in transition of that, you know, taking the leap of faith, but at the same time, there's a reason why I put this like this, and there's a reason why I said, you know, it could be that the tables are really turning right now. They themselves could be right now taking a break, and more so with this Queen of Wands over this King of Wands. I feel like they're maybe wanting to be courageous and be confident with, you know, this time alone, and really trusting in this new beginning that they're wanting to have by first taking the time to heal what they need to heal, and more if they were connected to a karmic. They themselves could be going through certain trust issues in their environment right now. But this, I feel like this person is really like, I'm like feeling weighed down a little bit. It could be that also the silence that maybe you guys are having with each other is kind of like weighing heavy on their mind as well. But overall, I'm not seeing this as negative. I feel like their emotions are bubbling under the surface. Let's confirm King and Queen of Wands. There's that. So they are going through emotional mind. They're going through the regret. And that's why they know they need to be courageous and confident and really hold that vision. They're going through intense feelings. And this collective, you can feel it. They're going through guilt, unresolved issues. And I said it. The guilt that this collective, you guys could be feeling right now. You're feeling this person. The unresolved issues is what's weighing heavy on their mind. Four of Swords. They are going within. They're in a hermit's journey. Again, solitude, guiding the enlightenment. They're following their own guiding light. Growth, resolve, advice. Makes sense with wanting to solve this. That progression, the closure issues, the boat, the sailing boat. Charting the course. What the damn hell? But again, visions. Decisions. This person could actually be really taking their healing seriously. Fool. the veil has been lifted is what I heard with that immediately. Fool, justice. This person could have gone through a dark night of a soul. They could be going through certain legal matters as well, but the consequences, but in a good way. And the truths, what they had, there could be deceit. It's like literally their shadow. Life lessons, but balance. You could be very overwhelmed right now. I want one more. This is the energy of the person connected to you guys. And literally, the first card of that other yin and yang came out like this. The dishonest with themselves, staying for the wrong reasons with themselves and others, in limbo, the faking happiness, or removing themselves, releasing. They're the ones that are in the crossroads. They're the ones who went through the deception of someone around them, someone who was a permanent fixture in their life, someone who they had total trust in. And there's a reason why also this collective, in some way, you're not trusting in this person and not wanting them to come forward. Because in an odd way, you're also absorbing that energy from them. There's a reason why the feminine cards were like so in that, you know, just focusing on your inner healing, and in the receiving, this you're kind of like not wanting to receive that. You know what I mean? Right collective will understand what I'm saying. And it's 111, literally 111 on my clock. They could be going through deep confirmation. They're going through deep emotional pain with whatever that permanent fixture was. Wow. Sadness, 5 of Cups, but it's all a lesson for them to connect with their own, you know, emotions, and be aware of their emotions, and center their own heart, and be kind with themselves, and balance their emotions. But they're the ones resisting change. And in an odd way, it's sticking to you guys. It's sticking to you guys. They're in mourning right now. And maybe that's part of the confession too. They're feeling stagnant. They're feeling 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm starting to yawn. Removal. One more. Last one. And then I need to get that oracle deck to see your oh my God, I'm weak in my legs. I feel my legs are like weak. And there's that Queen of Swords. They're wanting to be mentally strong, and find that inner strength, but they're trying to rationalize their emotions, which is putting burdens within themselves. They're overwhelmed. They're on the brink of collapse. They're overloaded. It's a heavy load for them. Confirmation to what I said before. Alrighty. Let's get these. Let's see that contract. Let's get this connections contract. Universally, this connections contract. I'm seeing my Lovers card. It's the middle of the season right now. That's that Hermit. This collective, you're purpose driven for sure. But there's a little bit of stubbornness right now. So you guys got the Wolverine. I feel like they're going through a power struggle right now. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. You guys saw me. I wasn't yawning in the beginning of the reading. Overloaded. 10 of Wands. Of course, the wheel is at play with you guys. All right. Oh, so you have the wheel and divine intervention. You could have seen a double rainbow. But there it is. There's certain removal happening right now. This person could be really going through it. I feel exhausted already when I tapped into that energy. Unpredictable energy. They had that King of Wands in reverse, unpredictable totally. So they could be they themselves are being shown their own shadow and their own controlling nature and their need to just be on top of everything. But also when they themselves are going through an explosion of emotion, that you guys got that, what your focus is right now. They're trying to rationalize their emotions, where this collective, I feel like you're more feeling the emotion even through the explosion and then releasing it. You know what I mean? But there's a power struggle within you guys right now, but between assertiveness and possessiveness, there's a determination in this collective, and there's this determination that the universe wants this person to have as well, having to do with their healing journey, for them to be purpose-driven, to work on the security themselves, to get things done, to be bold and brave. Where this collective, you've been working on the purpose-driven energy, on that confidence, on that, you know, your own, how reliable you are with yourself. You are getting things done. You are being bold and brave. Forces of the universe are happening right now. You're going through another cycle with this person. Confirmation to what I said before, and you did get that with that yellow deck. So you could be seeing a lot of synchronized numbers, and this does say getting what you deserve, and it's out of your hands. So this collective, want it or not, there is something having to do with what you deserve approaching you. Through ascension, through light codes, through cohesion, as above, so below. A serendipitous encounter even, but perfect timing. By finally removing what was unavoidable. By going through that that clean sweep of removal. By restoring your own harmony as well. And even in this connection, there is a restoration of harmony happening, a purge, a clean sweep. Removing the unwanted stuff. All right, let's confirm Wolverine. And there's that star again. Healing, that unpredictable nature, the power struggle, the ego. So this is 2 to 4 weeks. So the next 2 to 4 weeks still going through that period as well. But through being assertive, their independence, their originality, your originality even. Detachment, this collective, what I said before, detaching from that possessiveness, from that from the attachments, you know what I mean? Picks in the middle. Look at this. I heard. Middle of the season of your contract. But your divine partner, it's being mirrored. And this person, because I feel where this collective, you're ascending in your own way, this person and what has to do with this connection, there is, you know, mirroring energy for them to work on what I said before, because I feel like this person is the one who's in the middle of the season, where this collective, you're starting a new season, you yourself in your own journey. But balancing masculine and feminine energy, soulmate, catalyst, and awakening. And this collective, you got that awakening also, that your focus, part of your focus, that awakening, that yin and yang energy, heart chakra activation with that confirmation to what I said, Kundalini, and that Archangel Raphael. Sign 1111. Wheel of Fortune, out of the whip energy. Sacral as well could be activated right now, but out of the repetitive energy, out of the over and over again, confirmation, this collective, you do not want to go through that again. Out of the arguments. And also there could be something happening in this person's energy with arguments, the having to do with that confession and that deceit that I felt with this person, with that permanent fixture that they're going through. I feel like this is something that it's out of your hands and it's out of this person's hands. 11th of February, and you did get that with a couple of, this is 2 to 4 weeks, but this is January 22nd to February 21st. So that could be an important date or birthday. Oh, so divine intervention, let it be. Let it be. Whatever is approaching you, whatever is, you know, on its way. 16th of February, also, this is celebration, but completion, self-reflection, going within. And this person as well, out of their hands, they are going within. But detachment, this collective, and also your detachment, let it be. It's part of the process. And if you don't understand it, just focus on just feeling it. Just feeling it. Oh my God. Broom. That's the Lovers. What did I say? Lovers. Removal. Hold on. But adapting through this purge, through this, you know, cleanup, the deletion, this total makeover. Lovers. Your contract and cycles, literally. A lot of air as well. So again, a lot of mind, that 9 of Swords in reverse. That's what's also purging, I feel, in this the person connected to this collective's mind. They're going through themselves a clean sweep of that, you know, those negative beliefs and the limiting beliefs. But another one having to do with being talkative, adapting, mental, again, confirmation, being responsive as well. So they're going through, and even this collective, yourself, you're going through a broom energy with the responses you would have. And there's a reason why this collective, you're already in that awareness of how certain emotions can trigger certain responses and being on top of those emotions and those responses. You got the twin flames and I'm not saying it's union, but you guys are working through inner union, balancing your, literally integrating your opposing forces, feeling complete, the awareness and your well-being, that health energy that came in with that purple deck. Last one, and then I want to get that. But they're going through illness, fatigue, and since July, it could be 23rd of July, anxiety, worry, reduce, anxiety, you know, that, like, you could have just listened to that song. I just heard that. But they are feeling whip energy with this constant nagging and the fear and the loss and the worry and the fatigue and the stress and the illness. It's that 9 of Swords in reverse. It's the regret and the guilt and the unresolved issues and all of this yicky. It's the stress of it all. The stress is being induced by the universe, basically, is what I feel. But why does the universe do it? They just poke and poke and poke, sign, so that we can become aware of it and work through it. Alrighty. Let's see, hold on. I want to get these. Kind of want to see how they're viewing you right now, how they're feeling towards you. How this person is feeling towards this collective. I'm not letting you go, and you will hear from me very soon. Don't give up on me. They're feeling the detachment. So they're daydreaming, and it's what you guys are going through as well, the daydreaming. So there are certain opinions here. And maybe that person that, the girl with the snake, everyone is talking about the relationship. People are jealous of our connection. Maybe that's why also it's in the middle of the season. But my views on relationships are distorted from past experience. Literally, I'm seeing that broom energy with the lovers, that distorted, thought pattern of how relationships should be, or because of the experiences that they have gone through, their own trauma and their own healing that they need to go through. And then guided. So there's a reason why I wanted to get these. This deck has some soul evolution cards. My spirit guides are helping me, and with the Wheel of Fortune and that divine intervention card, I would believe so. My spirit guides are helping and assisting in this divine connection, new insight and telepathy, and you guys did get that. So this person could be really trying to communicate. This is, do you hear me talk to you? I need you close to me right now. Please respond. Confirmation to what I said with that focus. Don't make it fit. Speak up. Seeing my 6 of Cups. So revisiting the past, the reminiscing, the camera. Enjoying each other and each moment together. Wanting to make new memories. Daydreaming. You are my muse, my inspiration. So they're feeling the withdrawal of energy. You're always on my mind even when I try to forget you. And this is, you are my muse, my inspiration to create, you ignite my soul. So it's literally, it's that oh my God, the opposing forces. The tug of war. Oh. So this person knows that they've been all talk and haven't put any action to it. And maybe that's part of it as well. Maybe that's something you guys spoke about, how there was so much interference from others or opinions from others who that actually, put the interference in this connection, and they've never really taken accountability for it, or they've never really put action into, removing those energies. I know you're tired of hearing my excuses, all talk and no actions. I want one more. ID. You made me realize that we are one. So they could be going through, epiphanies having to do with that, how you guys need to be the ones united, not them with whoever they were putting in between the relationship. Meet me in the stars tonight. That was nourishment on the bottom. Distorted. Love triangle. So there wasn't a love triangle. Oh, and even this could be something that they need to heal from, that broom energy. I was going to say there was, but this says there is another energy interfering in your connection, competition. So it could be a couple of people, not only permanent fixtures, but also a love connection that they were pretending that they were happy with, the 8 of Cups that they needed to go through. I'm tired of pretending that I am happy without you. The silence is killing me. Guided. Not gonna lie, it's mirroring. Confirmation. So they can feel as well that they are being mirrored. Your soul is a mirror of my own. Thank you for treating me with love and respect. And they love your style. So I'm not gonna lie, clearly not the right time. It's that middle of the season. This person is in the middle of that season, but last one. I feel like I don't want to keep missing you and stress. So they're stressed because they're missing you. So again, it's all from a place of lack and sexual tension. It's the reason why I say everything. Alrighty. All right. So knowing that, I feel like I want to just, focus on what's coming for this collective. Maybe that was more of a confirmation of what you're feeling, because universally that's how it had to happen. I really don't feel like I want to tap into this person. I feel like this person still needs to go, they need to go through their own hermit journey. I was hearing a year, and it's up to you guys to wait for that year for this person, or just really, you know, whenever you are met with this crossroads, decide which way you want to go. I do, however, want to tap into your energy right now with these and see, because I was seeing my crossroads card for you guys. This collective's energy. Oh, literally Venus. And you guys got that. You guys got the Empress. 3. This is your energy. There's a reason you could be about to meet a soulmate then. You're in receiving energy. Attraction and attractiveness in ourselves and others. You're liking what you're seeing. Grace, charm, beauty, love, relationships, art, magnetism, abundance, pleasure, happiness, the Empress, goddess of love, Venus. And you do have communication. You got the Bridge. 12 of the 3rd, 3rd of the 12th. Could have been an important date. Last date. This is about collaboration and harmony, but overcoming the barriers. But there's a reason why you guys got that, opening your heart. It'll help you attract more love. Maybe it's a conversation that is pivotal for both of your growths. And you got the Devil. King of Earth. This could have been something that has been, and this is within a year. And I said it for that Hermit, for this person. There is a cat. 33. 333 and Divine Feminine energy. Catalyst within. Getting things going. The fuel. Fanning your flames. Breathing. Finally being able to breathe. Yes, it's going to require effort maybe. Maybe also with this communication, you feel like this person will be coming in with their Devil energy. This is your energy though. And there's a reason why I'm saying that. And more with that Narcissist that came out. I don't feel this collective, you see them as an... I actually, hold on. I want to see how you're seeing them. Do I want these or do I want... I'm actually going to get tarot. So this is going to be long reading. Let's see how this collective is viewing the person connected to them, this twin flame. How is this collective viewing this person? Currently, genuinely, emotionally viewing this person. Confirmation. So you're seeing them as an emotionally immature, overly emotional, a little bit manipulative, that they repress their emotions, where this collective, you are focused on connecting with your emotions, that they're focused on their inner feelings, but they're withdrawn. But at the same time, you feel like they're about to come in, that they're about to come in with more. And also that's something, again, that Devil energy. That Devil energy. I feel this collective, you could feel like, you could maybe think or feel like this person is coming in with that mask. I have natural born leader on the bottom. So this collective, you know that this person embodies that energy. That's not bad. I'm seeing this as how they need to dedicate themselves on, you know, putting their strength of will with their emotions and just focusing on achieving and mastering themselves, their emotions, and being committed to themselves, literally committed to themselves and their intuition. And my ear started ringing. And to really stick to it. But also how they need to put in the effort in the connection. So, right collective, you have felt this person has not put in the effort, or... Clearly, right collective, you feel like you've put in more energy into the situation than they have. You know what I mean? And that's what caused the Tower. All right, King of Cups. There's someone who is a conflict avoidant, who avoids their emotions. Again, confirmation with that, but that they want to make amends. They live to fight another day, that they need to compromise. They could be a little bit of, or they could have been connected to a Queen of Coins in reverse, someone who's very self-focused and shallow, who has created imbalance in their work and home life, but someone who's a little bit possessive as well, and even manipulative. They're being mirrored, you know, through their own environment, what they need to work through. This card does say lost cause. So I do feel, again, confirmation with that detachment with this collective. You are seeing how if they keep on being so disconnected with their emotions, this collective, you're seeing it as a lost cause, something that you do not want to engage, something you do not want to entertain anymore. You are focused on connections and even yourself, your own connection with your emotions. You do not want to, again, you do not want to feel that heartbreak ever again. And you've been working through really healing that part of yourself and never letting that happen again. Chariot. High Priestess. And like Six of Coins. So in some way, even though this collective, you're going through detachment in your soul, there's some part of you that is still, you know, not holding on to it, but yes, there's a little bit of hope for this person. This collective, you could really, you're really trying to be calm, you know, just focus on your intuition and your inner knowing, but also how they, right, collective, you would see what I said before, how they need to move through their intuition, how they need to move through their inner knowing, how they need to act and start moving and be determined to connect with themselves. How they themselves need to connect with their sacred wisdom. Oh my God. You got the pairing. Right, collective, I feel you would be a High Priestess. Whenever that pairing comes out, I feel like there is a High Priestess in my collective sign. And I just got a WhatsApp. But how they need to be dedicated to their own programming, their own release of the limiting beliefs, their own values, their own faith in themselves. Getting out of that conforming to doing the right thing instead of the wrong thing. Become that leader. Be dedicated with that leadership, that King of Wands that I said. You could be actually someone who thinks that this or feels that this person has that, it can embody that King of Wands. Clearly you do. If you see them as they can actually be that Hierophant. Good things come to, so soulfully this collective, long-term view. And right now you're more in that mode of, you know, my long-term view is just focusing on myself. Let's get one last one. That they're maybe coming in very hot and, you know, exciting plans, or they're going to be like with this charisma when in fact they're hiding their emotion through this action. Through this, and also this is childlike, so you could be connected to someone who is actually, you know, you have an age gap, so they themselves need to mature emotionally because they need to go through the life experiences. And maybe that's also why this collective, you yourself, you're thinking, you know what, maybe that's also why I have to let this go. I can't keep holding on to someone who, you know, that they actually need to go through the life experiences, how I've gone through my life experiences to, you know, gain the clarity and the knowledge and, you know, the wisdom through the lessons. This does say good news. You could feel like maybe this person is going to make it seem like it's good news. This communication or this action, but it's actually coming from a self-entrapped space. From negative thoughts, from paralyzed in fear, from the crisis that they're going through right now. Don't make it fit. All right, let's finish confirming these. Empress. Your principles, your own values, your collective consciousness, but your own structures, your belief systems. This is your energy. This is your energy. You are a goddess. I feel like this is what this and that's why also not taking less than what you deserve. And you feel like this person is just someone who, because they do not know the value of themselves, you feel that they would also, they wouldn't know the value of you. You know what I mean? Bridge, oh, of course. And there's that heart card. But love, centering, heart's desire as well. This is around you. This is the energy around you. You did get that harmonizing in that other deck, but you did get it's not the right time. I feel like, and 24th of December could be an important date, a catalyst for change. But kindness, forgiveness, also this collective, your own collaboration, the way you can collab and integrate with this person as well by being in that energy of forgiveness and kindness and just release, not holding a grudge. And you got the I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. That could be a song that you guys actually share. I heard. Devil. There is a focus in your shadow. Confirmation with that. This does say matchmaker and implementing a strategy. I am seeing both with that. This collective, you're focused on your shadow to remove what is limiting you, while this person, what I said before, this collective, you could think that they are coming in with their shadow, but showing as like, oh, it's part of the strategy that King of Cups in reverse and that Page of Wands energy that I said before. It's going to be like a good news, but it's part of the strategy that this is the energy around you. Going to guy or gal on target, you know, carefully aiming. But your own confirmation, you're finding your own strength, you're finding your own happiness. Yes, rapid responses. Yes, harmonious. Yes, you know where you can go to find that sweet nectar and really lift out that you have an energy of lifting out that negativity, a lightness of being, confirmation to what I said before. Being present, being just, you know, focusing on the sweet goodness. And maybe that's also something that this collective, you need a little bit of effort required. And there's that crow. The memories, the magical powers, a new event are happening, clever problem solver, observant. And this collective, you would be very observant. And if this person approaches you in the next 4 days, I feel like you would be very observant. I feel like you would be a little bit of that Queen of Swords. You did get that before, how they were seeing you. Or even that mental strength that they want to embody. Last one. So after this, I want to get you an animal card, and then I want to get you a universal message with that animal apothecary deck. Last one. This is the early retirement one, but experiences, yes, achievements, longevity, career development. This is developing. And there's that mask that wanted to come out. But you're maturing, gaining even more experience, becoming established. I honestly believe this collective, you do not want that communication. It's like every time I speak of it, I can already feel like I don't want to know about this. So we shall no longer talk about that. All right, let's get these animal cards. Let's see what beautiful animal this collective is currently. The beaver, creating that environment, and the elephant, removing the obstacles. Get one more. Of course you would. Seer of everything, that high priestess, confirmation you do this. Do not make it fit. All right, let's get this beaver. Hold on, because I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I have to get the big book. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. So, right, collective, you are putting your needs and your people's needs first, other than people you desired. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured, I said that for a reason, good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of earth element, providing a home. And you guys got that, your home, and financial stability. Although beaver doesn't usually initiate a project once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years. So the divinely guided with your own healing. You are now focused on it. For weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady efforts. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. Maybe that's something that you need to do as well. Maybe you need to start really, and there's a reason why I say you do this. Maybe it is that you don't do this yet and you need to start doing this as well. And more if you're in such a connection with your emotions and you know that you absorb other people's energies. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. Now let's get the dragon's eye. Seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, and you got the awakening, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power. Oh my God. I have the biggest backache that just came over me. And it's so bad. It's like on the bottom of my spine, like all through here. Oh my God, that is so painful. Hold on. Oh my God, let's keep going. This is very painful. This is the power of dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eye sees beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. And the dragon is connected to the third chakra, sacral. The subtle energy of the dragon lives in the navel center. And I had it here, and I got that kind of like that solar and sacral energy that I felt for this collective. At the navel center in the Manipura chakra. So something I'm feeling the need to say for this collective, maybe something you guys need to do is actually a clearing of your sacral. through meditation. Maybe I cannot explain to you the pain I am feeling right now in my back. It's like just, it's taking me out of center totally. All right, let me finish this. So the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation. Can you see this? I cannot finish this. Indigestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and the outer dimensions. Wow. Alrighty. Let's get into this message, and then I'll just, I feel like I can't finish this. And I'm feeling palpitations right now. All right. No, I'm getting very dizzy. I need to stop. Hold on, guys. All right. Now that I've centered, I'm more relaxed. I'm not feeling that pain. That was intense. That was intense. I want to get you guys a universal message, and then we'll get tarot and see what's coming and what, universally we need to focus on. And just, so the saying, keep trying, keep working on it. Every time I see this card, I see the Merkaba. Keep working on that Merkaba energy through that action, through that Emperor energy. You're about to shine. You could have a birthday coming up. So 26th of the 4th could be an important date or birthday. But I did hear you're getting out of the illusion. Trust in the divine. Trust in the divine. Your birthday could be on the 26th of December. It's in you. The strength. That lion strength. That strength to you yourself create this balance within through healing. Keep trying. 24th of December as well. Just surrender. And also keep trying to be in that energy of that Empress as well, of being able to receive, of permitting and just letting yourself receive. You know what I mean? Just surrender to whatever it is that is about to come here, that is about to show up at your doorstep. Just surrender. It's clearly a pivotal moment for your soul's growth, for your healing journey. So just let it flow naturally. You're about to shine. You're about to receive an unknown gift. And you guys did get that Raven with that. I feel like it's more magic wise. I really do feel it's more, more dormant abilities. Where this person has to go within. You guys could be, awakening dormant abilities. Illusion. Abundance within, abundance without. And my right eye started hurting massively. But focus on the right kind of eye, not these eyes. You know what I mean? Get out of that illusion that these eyes create and just focus on centering and just connecting with this eye. 13th of the 9th, it's in you. Taking the actions for success. Having the courage, the strength, the determination to get to your, to get wherever, tongue-tied, to get to wherever you are meant to be. You have the power. You Just you. Last one, or last couple. So victory, better than you can ever imagine through your self-love, value, and worth. Literally. And being lighthearted. And remember with that I. Just trust. Trust in whatever is coming is not something that is going to hurt you. It is something that is going to help you. Something that's going to guide you through your next step. Don't be in denial over whatever it is that, you know, whoever it is that is about to approach you as well. Just let yourself be. All right, I'm going to get you a couple of surrender cards. Just 3 maybe. Just 3 cards. Surrender that negative thinking. Even if it is having to do with that narcissistic energy. But we have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. This collective, you're already doing this. You're already on top of your thought pattern and, you know, your emotions. You need to be a little bit more yielding. Surrender to effortlessness. Everything that is supposed to will come. Everything will come. Stop pushing so hard. Whatever it is that you're pushing, the denial or even just the approach. You know what I mean? The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. However it is that your river and solar plexus. And I'm wearing yellow actually today. Maybe you need to wear yellow. Tiger's eye as well. And surrender that habit of people. I feel like this is something that you finally ticked off. Not gonna lie. I feel like you are speaking your needs and you're being true to yourself. It's just, you know, what you feel is coming and approaching you that you feel that is going to get you out of balance with whatever it is you've been building for yourself. You know what I mean? I don't feel this collective you are someone who cares about people pleasing at all anymore. It's something that this I feel like you've ticked it off. You've focused on being true to yourself and focused on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. That's the old you. That's the old you. Last one. And surrender to the magic of who you are. And in order to find out who you are, we need to go through those lessons. We need to go through those pivotal moments that, you know, illuminate even more who we actually are. We need to go through those lessons and pass them. We all have magic in us. And also that raven that came out for this collective. There's something having to do with the magical powers that you embody yourself that you need to start really, you know, putting action into. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that only comes from just being you. All right. I feel like I need to close this already. So I am going to be getting this deck. I want to see maybe from here on to, you know, the rest of the month, the rest of December, what the universe wants you to focus on, what can actually come to your table, and how you should approach that. From here to end of December. I think I just want to get 3 and just confirm and then just confirm that. There it is, justice, life lessons. It is part of it. To restore balance, certain decisions, but cause and effect, 11:11 as well, and they did get that justice. So there could be certain things coming to light. Queen of Cups being connected with your emotion, vulnerability, not Queen of Swords, who I feel lacks a little bit of vulnerability and more, you know, tries to really intellectualize her emotions, but Queen of Cups being connected with that vulnerable space. And just because you're feeling vulnerable does not mean you are less. You're just living the human experience. All right, so we have Justice, Page of Pentacles, so new opportunity, and 8 of Swords. So you are going to feel a little bit trapped in your mind, or it could be someone who, you know, and we did get that, someone who is trapped in their mind could be approaching you with a new opportunity, with a new, you know, a solid message. This person is in fixation mode, so there's a reason why this connection is not flourishing yet, and it's still in the middle of the season. This person is still going through that obsessive. Remember what happens when we first awaken. Divines, feminines, when we first awaken, we have that obsession towards our masculine, and that's the drive that we have to really focus on becoming the better versions of ourselves, while the masculine is more in that avoidant. Now the roles are changing. You are in detachment, and this person now is trapped in their mind over this communication, trapped in the mind over the fixation they have towards you, because they're finally realizing what they let go. But now that fixation that they have towards you is going to actually help them themselves, like it helped you guys, really focus on that inner healing and becoming that better version, not for just for you, but for themselves. And really taking that time to work on that appreciation for themselves, and for them to be the best version of themselves, as you guys are that best version of yourselves, for you guys to be the best versions of yourselves together. You know what I mean? If you want it or not. That's what part of that unconditional love. Even if the outcome isn't that you guys stay together, you know, just understanding that you and this person as well, you both were experiences that you both need to meditate and contemplate. Literally, and I said it a couple of times for this collective. New Moon in Pisces. Pisces is Empress also. And Pisces is a very, you know, intuitive sign. But emotions. Meditate and contemplate your emotions. Just trust. Just trust. All right. Whoa. So the time has come, 1:55. 1:55. You guys could receive a message through 1:55. You have the butterfly about to spread those wings. You have K, okay, okay. And if you need to just say okay and just hear this person out and just say okay, maybe that's something you need to do, and that's fine. Whatever you feel, you're intuitively feeling, not what your mind is wanting you to do, what you feel like doing. What you intuitively feel like doing. Literally balancing out your energetic points. But maybe going to the beach, balancing also. Yes, sun energy. Big fat yes, a big fat luck is on your side, and more with that lily that came out before. But masculine energy, Jupiter energy, expansion, 3, expansion of the mind. And tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday is a really good time if you were born on Thursday, though. If you clearly it's relevant for this collective, and more with this Jupiter energy, that, you know, expansion of the mind, connecting with expanding, and intuition. You could have a memory with ducks, but ducks could be a sign for you when this does come in the next 4 days. But following your intuition. All right. Feeling much better now again. Whoa, hold on. 4 came out. So 4 days, literally. Again. All right. Certain dates, birthdays, Aquarius, star energy, alignments, hope, healing, spirituality. 19th of the 6th, 111, and I did say that before in the reading. So 19th of the 6th, 19th of the 7th, 19th of the 4th. 10th of the 4th, 4th of the 10th, 17th of the 10th, 16th of the 10th, 4th of the 7th, 7th of the 4th, 174 angel number, and 616. All right, 111 again. New beginning is coming your way, like it or not. 33, divine, 333. Stop it. Destiny. High priestess, empress, magician. 16th of the 3rd, 16th of the 1st, 13th of the 6th, 13th of the 1st, 13, surrendering to divine. 3rd of the 3rd, portal energy. 713 and 173 as angel number. All right, guys, I love you all. Hold on. I actually want to get you a rune. I want to get you a rune. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get you a rune. Oh, this isn't. Oh, this is one of them. Let me get you which rune for this collective. So letter W and V, rune 8, karmic energy. So theme joy. And this is keywords: attunement, coexist, peace, winning, success and laughter, magical working, bring about success, increase joy, bond friendships, creating harmony. Key phrases: things are going well, joy and happiness are present, harmonious relationships, positive flowing energy. And it's this. So maybe this is a rune you need to start looking and meditating with. Maybe you need to draw this and meditate with. And I'm going to put this like this, because this is the part that you guys got. So if you wanted to screenshot and then, you know, focus on these words and focus on these phrases to help you through this, you know, transition in this month, that's a good way. Wonju. Wonju. I think it's called Wonju. Yeah, Wonju. Alrighty. Hold on. I want to get you an angel card. Let me see. The angel is following this collective around from here to December, but the ends of December. Sabriel. So, angel of impossible miracles. I'm possible. Remember how this reading began. Swift, astonishing surprises, miracle cure, spark of wonder, rapid healing and vitality. Call on me when you need an impossible miracle, and I will set a series of events into motion to bring it about. Bloodstone could be a good stone that you need to get. Many timelines. So the decisions that you make and the actions that you take are literally altering your timelines. But surprises, literally, in 23, number 23. Transformation 5. All right, babies. I love you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all very, very soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.